Page 18, Unit 8, we're going to talk about a couple of new things. One is a new bowing technique called an accent. And then the other one is some music terms to help us with playing our songs and saving music, quite honestly, saving paper. So the first one is this accent. It's that little symbol on top. It looks like a little alligator mouth, this way, on top of or below the note head. Again, it goes on the opposite side of the stem. So it's going to be underneath or below, and it's an accent. So what that accent does is it tells us to give that note that it's over or under a little bit more emphasis. So it's like when you're speaking and you really want to make sure that somebody understands what you're saying, and so you put an exclamation point on the sentence. So instead of saying what with a question mark, you'd say what with a question mark and an exclamation point. That's kind of what an accent does. Now, the way that we play an accent is you have to put a little bit more pressure on your bow and then release it. So I put a little bit more pressure on my bow. The first part of the note is going to be louder than the last half of the note. Okay, so you're going to have to practice about that a little bit, kind of get the hang of it. So this is our open string accents number 2. So the first note of each measure is going to be louder and accented than the other 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is one of those reasons why we need to make sure that you're holding your bow correctly with your thumb and your fingers so that you can put accents into your music. Okay, the second thing that we're talking about in Unit 8 are these musical symbols, these words called DC Alfine. These are Italian words. Hang my violin up for a second. DC Alfine, right here. They're in red. Our main terms are in red. DC Alfine, and it's a music term that goes at the end of the music. It means, DC means like go back to, and fine means DC means da capo, or the head. So go back to the head of the piece, the beginning, and play until you get to the fine. Fine, looks like fine, but it's actually pronounced fine, is the Italian word for finish. So in this song right here, you'd start playing right here at the beginning. You go all the way through, ignore this part right there. Just keep playing all the way through. And then at the very end of the song, see if you can see that better, it says DC Alfine. So as soon as you get here without stopping, you go back to the beginning and play this part one more time and stop when you get to this double bar line and the fine. So it's a way for composers to save paper and space on music. It's just kind of a shortcut. Okay, so I'm going to start at the beginning of this one. 1, 2, ready, play. Going back to the very beginning and stop here, and that's the end of the song. That short little clip.